Hi guys, this is my 1971 Ford 3000. There's quite a lot of work that needs done on it to bring it back to its former glory, and also bring it to a situation where I can use this to cut the grass in this very small field. I'm going to list the problems that it has at the moment, and then over the next few videos can try and fix those problems. It has a lot of small problems and a couple of large ones. There's a fairly long list, so I'll just go through them one by one. As you can see, there's a fair amount of rust on the bodywork, especially these wheel wells, or wheel guards, or mud guards, however you want to call them. So I'm going to need to replace them, so it's possible to buy them, and then I need to lift off the cab and then replace them, and it should hopefully not be too bad a job. One of the things I like about working on tractors is the work is often easier than you expect, as opposed to working on cars, which is always the complete opposite. So yeah, and then I need to also think about painting with the Ford blue all over the place. I really should spray rather than paint with a brush, but we'll see how it goes. It is going to be obviously one of the last steps of the project, if I need to get that far. You see there's an issue with some corrosion on the exhaust. Hopefully I can fix that just with some paint. Some slightly more serious problems. You can see there's quite a lot of play here on the steering, so I need to adjust that. That should also apparently be a fairly straightforward job. You can see the brakes here are two separate pedals. What I find is when you put the brakes on, only one of the wheels engages. The brake only engages on one of the wheels, so I need to adjust the brakes somehow, because the brakes are actually independent brakes, as you can see here. So I need to adjust them to so the brakes will work better. What else have we got? Yeah, under here, show the radiator. It's got a fairly new battery. The radiator is leaking at the seam here, so I need to look at how to fix that, whether it's possible to fix it with some epoxy, or whether I need to replace the whole radiator. Ideally, if I could just do a fix rather than a replacement job, that would be preferable. That's what we got. So the main issues that I have is, well, you can see here the PTO seal is leaking, so that needs, the PTO shaft needs to come out. I need to put a new seal in. A more serious problem relating to the PTO is that the PTO clutch doesn't seem to work. So normally what happens is, if you've got PTO engaged and you drop the clutch on the tractor, it should stop the PTO. This doesn't happen, and that may involve breaking the tractor to fix. So regarding the PTO clutch issue, I'm first going to attempt to actually adjust the clutch itself, because it may be that it just needs adjusted so that when I'm pressing the pedal down, it's actually disengaging the PTO clutch. It may actually just be that it's not disengaging it, because I need to just make some changes to this area here. There is some leakage from the PTO area, and a little bit of just kind of, yeah, oil, hydraulic oil coming out. To have a look at that. But yeah, worst case, I'll have to split the whole tractor, which is quite a serious job, but doable, but just a big undertaking. So I need to think twice, 3-4 times whether I wanted to embark on such a project. other issues. Some corrosion here to this rubber boot is all decayed, perished, so I need to replace that. The hydraulics are actually very weak. They're juddery. They can't actually stay up once they're up. Like if you turn the tractor off, they'll just drop immediately, and there's actually not much. You can't really control it on the way up. It's either go up or go down. You can't have a specific placement. There's chatter that it could be something called the cam follower pin, but I think also there's a problem with the hydraulic system, probably like the piston or something, the piston seals. So I need to take the seat off and then take off and rebuild or service the hydraulic system. That's also a bit of a job, not as crazy as a potentially clutch change, but also, yeah, a bit of an undertaking. What else have we got on this? Her name is Tina, by the way, after Tina Turner, because she's a strong old gal. Still going strong, not quite expired yet. Some rubber boots on the steering here, need to replace them. So need to do an oil filter change, probably a diesel fuel filter change here. Oh, I've actually done that before, but I think it's time to do that again. Rubber boots there are actually okay, so yeah, it's not terrible. Is that about it? Are we got anything else? Yeah, there's a when you drive, every revolution of this wheel, there's like a pretty nasty clunking noise. So I'm not entirely sure what that means. Whether it's a hub or more of a nasty gearing issue in the rear diff, I don't know. But yeah, I'll need to have a look at that. Maybe take the wheel off and take the hub off and then see if I can see anything. Maybe it's just wheel bearings, but I again don't know anything about that yet. Yeah, in terms of improving the functionality, it'd be nice to have a front weight on here, so I might need to get a welder and weld something together, or try and find some way to clamp something onto this front axle here and then build something round where I can just have maybe some concrete or something. I think this tractor has been in a bit of an impact at some point. You can see this damage here and the damage under there, and these bolts here don't look the most healthy. Yeah, so there we go. I need to work out whether I should embark on a restoration project, whether I should buy a new tractor and just sell this, and just buy a basic sit-on mower garden tractor, or whether I should buy another tractor. Let me know what you think. Should I bring Tina back to life?